Hey y'all, it's Monday morning, December 16th, and we welcome you to another edition of This Week at AMG as we share with you what the Lord is doing throughout the world through AMG. Well, this week I would like to introduce you to Carl Willis. Carl, I had the privilege of traveling with him earlier this year, going to Uganda, where we participated in pastors training in that country. And Carl is actually traveling back to that part of the world. He's going to Kenya this time to do pastor training there through AMG. Carl is going to be participating in our annual pastors training in Kenya along with our director from Uganda, Dr. Ruben Musimi, and they are both going to be there equipping pastors who desperately need this training because they don't have any resources. They may have just a Bible and no training. So this training that Carl and Ruben are going to be able to have with them is invaluable for those pastors as they will in turn equip others. So Carl is going to share a little bit with us about this trip.
Thank you, Tasos, for the introduction, and I enjoyed so much our time last spring in Uganda with you and Anna. It's kind of how I got here at this point. While you're watching this video, I'm actually in Kenya with Ruben Musimi, ministering to pastors in Adama Ravine, a conference for about 100 pastors. My relationship with AMG goes back about 21 years through my brother-in-law, Wayne Barber, who studied alongside Spiros and taught with him. So I knew about AMG all those years, but not till last spring when I went on this trip to Uganda did I really see the value of what AMG does in country. Training nationals, pastors in the Word, take the Word out to their people and see people come to Christ. That's what it's all about. Last spring in Uganda, I was there simply to assist. I sang, I did some group discussions, but didn't have a teaching role. And when Ruben emailed me back in September or so about coming to Kenya in December, my first thought was, man, December's too busy. Christmas, holidays, I work at a children's home, too many parties going on. But I prayed about it, and I knew the Lord to give me leadership in that area. And I was doing a study. It basically said desire plus opportunity minus red flags equals God's will. And I saw that happen. And desire was there, opportunity was there, and one by one, all the red flags just disappeared. So here I am in Kenya as you watch this, teaching pastors. Our theme this week is Christ in us and Christ through us. I'll be teaching in Ephesians, showing how Paul taught the Ephesians there, how Christ has his riches in us. And then he expects us to use those riches to reach others for him. Would you pray as we are teaching this week here in Kenya? We'll start on the 16th, go through the 19th. Pray that each session is just spirit-filled with music, with prayer, and that we can truly, truly minister to these men and women who are there. I watched last spring as Wayne was surrounded by pastors after he taught, just asking all kind of questions. Pray that I'll have answers for them and can lead them back to your word, to his word, as far as learning the truth of that. Pray that we won't get bogged down in doctrinal stuff that's so different from there and here, but focus on the truth of the word. Pray for those leading the praise and worship time. Pray for Ruben as he teaches alongside me. Pray for all the pastors that travel in from around the country to be there in Adama Ravine. We covet your prayers. Pray for AMG, for Tasos and others in leadership, that they will be a blessing to others around this world. God bless you.
Well, national workers are so important to the ministry of AMG. They are the key in planting the seed of the gospel around the world. And as we come alongside them and help to train and equip them and give them the tools that they need to be effective in the ministry that God has given them, that is very exciting. Please be praying for Carl and Ruben as they share the gospel this week and as they equip the pastors, and pray that God will use them so that many will come to saving knowledge of Christ through that outreach. Well, that's it for this week, and I hope to see you next week at This Week at AMG.